Have you ever wondered what happens to animals after they die? It's a question that has intrigued humanity for millennia, a riddle wrapped in the enigma of life itself. This question, as profound as it is complex, is not merely confined to the realm of humans. It extends to our furry, feathered, and even scaled companions in the animal kingdom. The mystery surrounding life after death in animals is a subject that has spurred numerous beliefs, theories, and even scientific studies. Some people believe in animal spirits, envisioning a rainbow bridge where our beloved pets frolic in eternal bliss. Others maintain a more scientific perspective, focusing on the biological and ecological aspects of death, such as decomposition and the circle of life. Then there are those who delve into the truly extraordinary, the notion that some animals might exhibit signs of life after death. This idea might sound like something straight out of a science fiction novel, but nature, as we all know, has a knack for challenging our understanding of the world in the most unexpected ways. These theories are not about ghostly apparitions or spectral beasts roaming the earth, but rather focus on the physical manifestations of life after death. They explore the fascinating behaviors and phenomena that some animals display after their supposed demise. From creatures that continue to move without a head to those whose body parts seem to have a life of their own, these cases challenge our conventional understanding of life and death. The study of life after death in animals is not just about satisfying our curiosity, but also about broadening our knowledge of biology and understanding the intricate mechanisms that drive life on Earth. It is a journey into the unknown, a quest for answers to one of nature's most captivating riddles. So, are you ready to delve into this fascinating world where the lines between life and death blur? Let's explore this fascinating topic by looking at 5 animals that seem to exhibit signs of life after death. Starting with a common barnyard animal, the chicken. You might have heard the phrase, running around like a chicken with its head cut off, but did you know that there's actually a kernel of truth in it? It's a bizarre phenomenon, but chickens can indeed survive and yes, even run around without their heads. The most famous example of this is Mike, a chicken who lived for a whopping 18 months without a head. So, how is this possible? How can a chicken live without its head? Well, it's all down to biology and a dash of luck. You see, a chicken's brain is located in its skull, just like ours. However, a significant portion of a chicken's brain, the part that controls many of its bodily functions, is tucked away in the back of its head, close to the neck. If the decapitation misses this part, the chicken can continue to live, albeit headlessly. This is exactly what happened with Mike. When his owner swung the axe, it didn't sever the jugular vein, leaving one ear and most of the brainstem intact. This allowed Mike to still be able to balance on a perch and walk clumsily. But wait, you might ask, how did he eat? Well, Mike's owner would feed him a mixture of milk and water via an eyedropper, straight into his esophagus, and small grains of corn for solid food. But let's not get carried away. This doesn't mean that every headless chicken can run around indefinitely. Mike was an exceptional case. Without proper care, most chickens would not last more than a few minutes without their heads. And even with care, they certainly wouldn't thrive like Mike did. So while it may seem like a macabre curiosity, it's also a testament to the fascinating resilience of nature and the strange quirks of biology. So it seems like chickens can literally run around like a chicken without its head. Moving on to the mysterious depths of the ocean, we find the octopus. This 8-armed marvel of the sea is known for its intelligence and ability to change color and texture. But did you know that even when an octopus loses an arm, that arm can continue to move and react to its environment? Yes, you heard that right. An octopus's arm isn't just another limb, it's a semi-autonomous entity that can carry on with life, even when detached from the main body. Now, you might be wondering, how is this even possible? Well, the answer lies in the unique structure of the octopus's nervous system. Unlike us humans, who have the majority of our neurons packed in our brains, an octopus distributes its neurons throughout its body. About 2/3 of an octopus's neurons are found in its arms. This means that each arm has a mind of its own, capable of processing information and making decisions independently of the central brain. When an octopus arm is severed, it doesn't just twitch or spasm randomly, it continues to explore, touch, and react to stimuli, as if it were still a part of the octopus. It can even perform complex tasks, like opening a shell to get to the tasty morsel inside. This detached arm can survive for hours until it eventually runs out of energy. Scientists believe this ability is an evolutionary adaptation. In the wild, octopuses often lose arms to predators, but, thanks to their distributed nervous system, they can escape and survive. while the detached arm keeps the predator busy. Furthermore, octopuses can regrow lost arms, making them one of the few animals capable of complete limb regeneration. So, next time you see an octopus, remember that each of its arms is more than just a limb. It's a separate entity, capable of independent thought and action. And even when it's detached, it continues to live and react to its surroundings. It's fascinating to think that an octopus's arm can have a life of its own. Next, let's consider the humble fruit fly. This seemingly insignificant creature has been the subject of many scientific studies, and for good reason. The fruit fly, or Drosophila melanogaster, has a lot to teach us about life, death, and even what happens afterward. Recent studies have shown that fruit flies continue to exhibit signs of life after death. Now, this doesn't mean that fruit flies are immortal or have some strange, zombie-like existence. Rather, the phenomenon is tied to the fruit fly's genes. Every organism, including fruit flies and humans, has genes that are responsible for the development and functioning of its body. When an organism dies, these genes don't turn off immediately. In fact, certain genes in the fruit fly continue to function and even become more active after death. Researchers have discovered that these post-mortem genes are involved in a variety of functions, such as stress response, immune response, and even embryonic development. Some of these genes can remain active for as long as 4 days after the death of the fruit fly. But why does this happen? Well, scientists believe that these genes continue to function as part of a cleanup process. When an organism dies, it doesn't just disappear. The body breaks down, and these genes play a crucial role in that process. This fascinating discovery not only sheds light on the biology of death, but also has profound implications for our understanding of life itself. It challenges our preconceived notions about the finality of death and opens up new avenues for research. So the next time you see a fruit fly buzzing around your fruit bowl, remember, this tiny creature holds secrets to some of life's biggest questions. And it's through studying these minute beings that we inch closer to understanding the intricate dance of life and death. Who would have thought that even a tiny fruit fly can continue to show signs of life after death? Now, let's turn our attention to the flatworm. A humble, unassuming creature, the flatworm carries within it a remarkable secret. You see, flatworms possess an extraordinary ability to regenerate. If a flatworm is cut into pieces, each fragment can grow into a new, fully formed individual. Imagine, if you would, being able to create a whole new you from just a snippet of yourself. Now, this isn't a magic trick or some strange fluke of nature. It's all down to their unique body cells known as neoblasts. These cells are essentially undifferentiated, meaning they can morph into any cell type the flatworm needs. Be it skin, gut, nerve, or muscle cells, the neoblasts step up to the plate. When a flatworm is divided, these neoblasts swing into action, replicating and differentiating to form all the necessary components of a new flatworm. Flatworms truly are masters of regeneration. These examples show us that life after death in animals is not just a figment of our imagination. We started our journey with chickens, who can continue to run around even after being decapitated, due to their brainstem and nervous system. Then, we delved into the world of starfish, whose arms can regenerate and even form a new body, if the central disc remains intact. We also explored the unusual case of the flatworm, which can grow a new body from a tiny piece of its tail. We then turned our attention to the jellyfish, a creature capable of reverting its cells back to their earliest form and starting its life cycle anew. Lastly, we examined the axolotl, a salamander that can regenerate its limbs, heart, and even parts of its brain. While we may never fully understand the mystery of life after death, these animals give us a glimpse into the possibilities. Thanks for watching.